Good morning. I'm just going to do a quick little reading because I don't have a lot of time. Just see what the masculines are thinking today, how they're feeling about their divine feminine. If this resonates, please like, subscribe, and comment. I really appreciate it. And then we're just going to get started. Spirit, what is divine masculine feeling and thinking about today? And if you're guided to this video, then there's a message in here for you, even if I posted it a week ago, okay? What's the divine masculine feeling and thinking about his divine feminine today, Spirit? What's the divine masculine feeling and thinking about today? Where's his divine feminine? Just one more card, please. Thank you. Okay, so bottom of the deck is release your ex. This could be a third-party situation, or maybe you need to release an ex, divine feminine, get their energy out from entangled with you, right? Or they could be in a third-party situation and they need to release their ex, okay? So they're thinking about releasing their ex today. Under that was calling in your soulmate, so they're absolutely thinking about you. There's no twin flame cards in this deck, but it's pretty much the same thing here. And then we have children. Sorry about that light, guys. Your love life is being affected by children. So you could have children, they could have children. Something with children is being thought about, okay? They could be thinking about how are they going to combine your children with their children. They could be thinking, you know, how am I supposed to release my ex because of the children? All right. We've got playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I believe that they're thinking towards you, divine feminine, all the playful times that you guys had, little flirting, how much fun they had with you, how much fun you are. Then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So they're definitely thinking about the romance between you two, how they feel about you, and they're exploring those thoughts, okay? Let's see. Okay. What is the divine masculine feeling and thinking today towards his divine feminine? What is divine masculine feeling and thinking about towards his divine feminine? What's divine masculine feeling and thinking about towards when it comes to his divine feminine? We have just breathe at the bottom. So this is also blue, so throat chakra. They could be thinking about communicating with you, and they're getting really nervous, anxiety. So they're being told to just breathe, right? Okay, breathe through it. You're going to be fine, divine masculine. Then we've got giving and receiving. So they could be thinking about how there was no equal give and take in this relationship, right? But they are thinking about giving something to you. Rest and reconsider. So they're really thinking about that. They don't know. It could be the gift of communication, right? But they're kind of just waiting. They're thinking about it. They're having too much anxiety about reaching out. They don't know what to say. So they're just kind of sitting back thinking about it. What do I do? Should I give her something? Should I not? This is also 6, 7. We're just missing the 8 for the 9. Jumped over that one, right? So it is progressing. Okay. Are you okay? Sorry, guys. My dog was coughing. Spirit, what is divine masculine feeling and thinking about his divine feminine this today? I was going to say this morning. What's divine masculine feeling and thinking towards his divine feminine today? What's divine masculine feeling or thinking bottom of the deck, we have kisses. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So again, with that giving and receiving, right, that we just got, they're thinking about giving you something. Could be affection, could be, again, that communication. Under that, we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. So they are thinking, probably Divine Feminine, about how you've been through a lot of shit with them, and now you're making healthy choices, setting healthy boundaries, loving yourself first. Okay, they see that glow up, right? I definitely think it could be the gift of communication. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So they could be wanting to talk to you about how you kind of, you could have shut them out, or they just don't really know what's going on in your life right now. And, you know, they could just be wanting to talk about that. They think you're out having too much fun looking at your social media. They're not really sure if you're talking to anybody. So they kind of want to come back into the picture and make sure you're, you know, still on to them, right? They think you're moving on, and that you're happy about it. So it's making them think, oh, shit, she's moving on. Maybe I should talk to her, give her something. You know, then we have addiction, codependent, obsession, possessive, controlling, has a block, restraint. So I kind of feel like they are thinking about you in an addictive way, just obsessing about it. They don't know, especially with that kind of just breathe card, you know, just need to take a break, take a breath. I'm just thinking about this way too much. I feel like that's where that comes in. Or they could be actually dealing with some kind of addictions, okay? Codependent relationships. That comes in with releasing your ex, right? Or it could be drugs, alcohol, anything can be an addiction, really. Work, eating. And then we have girl with a snake. That says empath and narcissistic, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So I feel like that really goes in with releasing your ex. They know that their ex is not good for them. They know that they need to release this. And I kind of feel like they might also want to talk to you about that because you're their biggest supporter, right? They don't really know what to do. They're feeling used. They're feeling obligated. They're feeling like they're stuck, and this person's true colors are really coming out. They could be a really, really like evil person. Hopefully not, but a lot of relationships, karmic relationships, are like that. And let's do some tarot. What are we at? 8 minutes. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat, guys. I was fine before this. So, again, I think that, yeah, look. 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups. They are having anxiety. They're thinking about this. It's looping through their head. What we're going to do. So that's what they're thinking about today. That's how they're feeling today. They're just kind of waiting, resting, sitting around, thinking, should I do this? Should I make a move? Should I not? With that just breathe, I think they're trying to self-soothe, right? Okay, Spirit, what is Divine Masculine feeling and thinking about his Divine Feminine today? What's Divine Masculine feeling and thinking about his Divine Feminine today? Aw. Aw. Okay. Bottom of the deck. We have the 5 of Cups, so they are in their feelings, right? Constantly thinking about what they lost. Right here. They're not even paying attention to that. Those 2 cups, that love right there. They're like, I lost her. What do I do? They're like in deep depression here. Yeah, under that's the devil. It's called the shadow side in this deck. But the obsessive thoughts, the addiction, the codependency, but I really feel like, especially with this, it's more like they're constantly in a loop of thoughts. Like they feel like you're an addiction, right? What else they're thinking and feeling? Well, Where to start? Okay, Two of Cups. There's that Two of Cups. So they're not in maybe half the day. They're kind of together. They're thinking about the love that you guys shared. They're thinking about the love that you guys do still have for each other. They could be thinking, how come I can't stop thinking about her? Like it is an addiction, right? But they do love you, and they're thinking about it. They're feeling that. They're feeling it in their heart chakra. And then we have King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. So again, they're thinking about giving you their pentacle, right? Giving you a stable offer, how to go about it, what it is it good enough? That's what they're thinking about. They really, really, really want to give you this big, stable, in the 3D offer. They want to give you something, could want to buy you a gift. But the King of Pentacles is very, very stable, grounded, very good with money. They're like hubby material, right? That's also Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. This here, Six of Swords. So again, they're constantly thinking. They're trying to move themselves to calmer waters in their thoughts. Because I feel like it is all jumbled, racing. They're just constantly in a loop. And they're trying to just breathe to move forward with their thoughts to kind of calm them. Because you are constantly on their mind with that Two of Cups. Then we've got the Three of Swords. Because heartbreak. They're heartbroken. They're sad. They don't know what they did, right? They keep thinking with this devil of, this is my fault. I'm worthless. What did I do? She deserves better anyways. And they're I feel like they're kind of sacrificing themselves. So if they ghosted you or, kind of said, I don't want to be with you, it's really because they think that they're not good enough for you. They think that they're not good enough for you. They think that you deserve better, and it breaks their heart. So they're sacrificing their happiness, they're sacrificing themselves because they think that you deserve better, which is not true. But we've got the Ace of Swords here with the Eight of Cups. So what they're thinking about today, again, releasing that ex. If there is a third-party situation, any karmic situation, any soul contract they have to end, they now know that you are never going to leave their heart. You're never going to leave their mind. They know. God gave them this truth, spirit, universe, whatever you believe in, gave them this clarity that it's you. And they're deciding, thinking, still in the thinking process, still in the deciding mode, right? I'm going to go walk away from what doesn't serve me anymore and go get my Ten of Cups, right? Spirit, what's divine masculine thinking and feeling towards divine feminine right now? What's divine masculine thinking and feeling towards divine feminine right now? What's divine masculine feeling and thinking towards divine feminine right now? Bottom of the deck, soulmate. So again, they might not know the term twin flame, but they do see you as a soulmate and they're being guided towards you, okay? Winter, you guys could have split in the winter. They could feel frozen right now. This could happen in the winter. It could be winter wherever you are in the world right now. Okay. So the answer is no. I feel like this, don't, get upset. I feel like this is just, what do I do? Their intuition, which they need to tap more into, their obsessive thinking. They're kind of like, no, she won't take me back. No, I don't deserve this. No, I'm too scared. What are people going to say? What are people going to think? I think that's their own mind saying the answer is no when their heart is saying yes. We have unawakened here. They are on the journey to awakening. Okay, this Eight of Cups goes to the Hermit, which is a spiritual awakening, soul searching. I feel like they're just kind of in this dark place here. They don't know, even if they are pretty spiritually awakened, I feel like they're kind of have a dark cloud over them. They're just unsure right now what to do because of whatever happened. You know, do I stay back? Do I try to go back to the 3D matrix way of thinking because she deserves better in their mind? Then we have compromise. So again, I feel like they're thinking about your conversations that you had, things you were asking for, and maybe they weren't willing to compromise before. But now they are. They kind of see, like, this is a flip-flop in their head, right? Do I do it? Do I not? Am I good enough? Am I not? And that's something that they need to heal. But we do have action. So I feel like ultimately, even though they are in this headspace right now and they're going back and forth, they will come forward with action. And birds might be significant for some of you, but they will ultimately come forward with action because they just can't not. You guys are one soul, right? And then we're just going to end with some cute little messages here. Spirit, what does Divine Masculine want to tell us Divine Feminine today? What does Divine Masculine want to tell us Divine Feminine today? I think one flipped over. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. So yeah, if there is some sort of third-party situation, work, another person, whatever excuse they have to not be with you, they're finally feeling the consequences of that because they miss you so much. Their heart is yearning for you. They're longing for you. They're finally feeling that pain that you've been feeling, Divine Feminine. I'm in a much better headspace now. So all of this could have been the past, could have been yesterday, where they're going back and forth, or this is leading up to them being in a better headspace about all of this. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you because they're scared. They don't feel like they are good enough or worthy enough for this divine love. They don't know what to say. They could have hurt you extremely badly. You could have set boundaries and said, you know what, forget it, I'm done. And they don't know what to say. They're very, very frightened. Your intensity frightens and allures me at the same time. Exactly. They are scared of you. Okay, you intimidate them. The energy they feel when they're with you, it's scary, you know. I know, Divine Feminine, it's scary to us too, but we just understand it a little better. So they're scared of you, but it also allures them into you, right? I'm not the same person that you remember. Because they're not. They're going on the journey of soul searching, of growing, of awakening more, of getting out of that headspace that they were in, that victim mentality, that, oh, I'm not good enough bullshit, okay? I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. They haven't forgotten about you. So if you have no communication right now, I'm assuming you don't. You know, if it's been months since you've talked to your Divine Masculine, they haven't forgotten about you, okay? Source, the universe, God, they're making you very known, okay? He cannot forget about you in his heart. He cannot forget about you in his head. He's constantly thinking about it, especially today. So, or whatever day you're watching this. I hope that was some insight for you guys. Again, if you could like, subscribe, comment, I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.